Hey, John Davis here, the Action Coach. I want to share with you one of my favorite tools for business owners. I like this because it's a good planning tool and it's a good people tool. And if you're a business owner, you need a plan and you need to have some people. So I want to show you is the way we can use an organization chart to make better decisions for our business. So here's an example of a business. Let's say it's a roofer, a plumber, a handyman service, whatever it may be. It could be a professional service as well. But you have an owner, and the owner has probably somebody in their business. They've been around a couple of years. They probably have somebody answering the phones, doing some scheduling, helping them with billing. We call it an office admin. And then if you have other employees that are doing the work, let's call them the crew, a lot of times these business owners are the crew leader. They're out there working with the customers in the field. They're driving around from job to job or meeting with clients, whatever it may be, where they're in charge of what the crew does. So this is a very typical small business structure at some point in the evolution of a business after they've gotten past the single owner business. So what I ask business owners to do is to create a future state organization chart. So in this one, the business owner looks ahead and says, hey, in a few years, I want to be this size. And when I'm that size, I'm going to take this many people to get the work done. So what the owner does is they lay out what does that structure look like. And they may say, well, I know I need to do the books. I need to manage my finances. I need to do marketing and selling. Someone's going to have to schedule jobs and do other administrative work. And I think I'm going to need 2 crews to be a business of that size, which means I need 2 crew leaders. So then when the business owner can recognize what that structure looks like, they can start to think about what roles they're going to fill first and how they're going to get their organization from state 1 to state 2. So they may say the first thing is, you know what, I'm going to make it easier for my office manager, my office admin. I'm going to take the bookkeeping out because that's a specialized skill. That's something that they may not be good at, may not have the time in, or it's very important to get the money right. So they say I'm going to get a bookkeeper. This is a dotted line because it's going to be an outsourced role. And then the next roles they may say is, well, I'm going to work on this scheduling and admin function. I'm going to make it so that the office admin can be more efficient with doing those tasks because the business is going to get bigger in time. So you may want to get really good at making sure this person can do the scheduling and the administration, and then working on marketing and selling. And the office admin person may work well in this role, and they may work well in this role. But this marketing and selling role, maybe they're doing social media, print advertising, networking, whatever it is, then these are 3 different distinct skill sets. And now the owner can look for people with those skills. This may be, they may say, well, they have the skills to do the bookkeeping, so that's an internal role, but I want marketing and selling, I'm going to outsource that. Okay? So it helps people start to figure out which role they're looking for, which characteristics of the people. Now over on the crew side, at the same time, if they know that they want a crew leader and they've got a strong crew, they've got a strong leader member in the crew, they can start to figure out who's that person in the crew that can become that crew leader. And in time, develop that person, give them the skills. It might be the people skills, it might be the planning skills, it might be time management, it might be financial awareness, decision making. Start looking within the crew to figure out who can be that crew leader. If you don't have that person, then you can figure out what you need and go hire them. But if you can develop them within and you figure it out a year or 2 in advance, you can develop that person. So as you add your marketing, selling, and growing, you can build in that crew leader. So you have your second crew, your owner can lead the second crew until that you're ready to develop somebody out of that crew. So now you've got a business that's gone from probably 8 people up to close to 20 people, and they've done it seamlessly because they've built a plan for the people and how they're going to support the growth. So John Davis is Action Coach, a business coach who works with business owners looking to transform their dreams, looking for some clarity on how to get there. If you want to talk about this, you can reach out to me by calling me 817-538-8864 or just send me an email, johndavis@actioncoach.com, and say, hey, I'd like to have a quick 15-20 minute discussion about what you do and how to make this work in my business. So, I'm John Davis, and now's always a great time to get into action.